Hey there, welcome to the next 500 day. Inflation is that silent thief that steals your money while you sleep. Prices go up, but your paycheck stays the same, or worse, loses value. You work harder, but everything feels more expensive. So how do you fight back? In today's video, I'll show you smart self-finance tips that not only protect your money from inflation, but help it grow despite rising costs. These are proven strategies that the financially free use every day. And if you stick around till the end, I'll share a bonus system you can set up in just 1 hour to make sure your money is always one step ahead of inflation. So hit that like button, subscribe to the next 500 day. Let's get into it. 1. Know your enemy. Understand what inflation really is. Most people hear the word inflation and think only of rising prices, but it is more than that. Inflation represents a decline in the purchasing power of money over time. That means the same dollar today buys less than it did yesterday, and even less tomorrow. Governments print more money, demand exceeds supply, and suddenly the cost of living surges. To beat inflation, you first have to understand it. Know the different types: demand pull inflation, cost push inflation, and built-in inflation. Once you grasp the mechanisms behind inflation, you can begin to build defenses. Knowledge is power, and understanding the root of inflation helps you anticipate its impact and plan smarter. 2. Shift from saving to investing smartly. Traditional saving in a basic bank account barely keeps pace with inflation. If your savings account earns 1% interest while inflation rises at 5%, you are losing money every year. That is why smart investors turn to assets that grow faster than inflation. Stocks, mutual funds, and real estate often offer higher long-term returns. Even low-risk options like I-bonds or Treasury inflation-protected securities, TIPS, are better than keeping all your cash idle. 3. Budget with precision. Cut what you do not need. Inflation demands that you take budgeting seriously. When prices rise, your income effectively shrinks. That is why precision budgeting becomes essential. Instead of broad expense categories, drill down into every detail: subscriptions, eating out, energy usage, and transportation. Use AI budgeting tools to track where your money goes and identify patterns of waste. Apps like Monarch or YNAB can analyze your spending habits and offer personalized recommendations. 4. Increase your earning power. Skill up and side hustle. One of the best ways to fight inflation is to outpace it. That means earning more, not just saving more. Developing high-demand skills can significantly increase your income, especially in a gig economy powered by remote work and AI tools. Consider side hustles like freelance content creation, digital marketing, tutoring, or consulting. Platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and TopTal offer quick access to global clients. 5. Diversify your portfolio with inflation-proof assets. Putting all your eggs in one basket is financial suicide in an inflationary environment. Smart investors diversify their portfolios to include assets that perform well when inflation is high. These include commodities like gold and silver, real estate, dividend-paying stocks, and crypto assets that are deflationary by design. Real estate, for example, tends to appreciate in value while rental income rises with inflation. Similarly, commodity ETFs and REITs offer diversified exposure to inflation-resistant sectors. Using AI portfolio managers like Wealthfront or Betterment can help tailor your asset mix to inflationary trends. 6. Switch to high-interest or indexed savings options. Not all savings accounts are created equal. To beat inflation, you need to place your cash where it earns the most. High-yield online savings accounts offer better rates than traditional banks. Some accounts even index their interest rates to inflation, offering adaptive protection. Look for platforms offering accounts with APYs above the current inflation rate or close to it. Credit unions, fintech startups, and neobanks often beat traditional institutions in rates and customer experience. 7. Be frugal, not cheap. Prioritize value over price. Beating inflation does not mean living miserably. It means spending wisely. Learn to distinguish between being cheap and being frugal. Cheap means buying the lowest priced option, often sacrificing quality and longevity. Frugal means prioritizing value, investing in items or services that offer long-term savings and satisfaction. For instance, buying energy-efficient appliances or switching to a better phone plan might cost more upfront but saves you money monthly. This mindset shift keeps your standard of living stable even when prices rise. 8. Avoid high-interest debt like the plague. Inflation makes life expensive, but high-interest debt makes it unlivable. Credit cards, payday loans, and buy now pay later schemes can trap you in a cycle where you're paying 20% interest while inflation climbs at 5%. Always pay down high-interest debt first. It is one of the few financial moves that offers guaranteed returns. Use AI-powered debt snowball or avalanche calculators to strategize your repayment plan. Consolidation or refinancing can also reduce your burden if done right. 9. Protect your future. Ensure what matters most. When the cost of everything rises, so does the cost of replacing the things you rely on. That is why smart financial planning includes insurance, health, life, home, and even income protection. Inflation can make out-of-pocket expenses skyrocket during emergencies, and the last thing you want is to drain your savings to handle a crisis. Review your insurance policies annually to ensure they provide adequate coverage. Consider inflation riders on long-term policies, especially if you are safeguarding assets like property or income. 10. Stay educated. Follow financial trends and tools. Inflation is not a static enemy. It evolves with global markets, politics, and technology. The only way to stay ahead is to stay informed. Subscribe to financial newsletters, follow credible economists, and use real-time financial analytics tools powered by AI platforms like Seeking Alpha, Bloomberg, and Morningstar provide insights tailored to market conditions. Set alerts for inflation rates, interest changes, and emerging investment opportunities. Bonus: the 60-20-20 anti-inflation budget system. 60% of your income goes to essential expenses, but you lock in fixed prices wherever possible. Long-term rentals, subscription freezes, bulk buying. 20% goes directly into inflation-resistant assets like index funds, gold ETFs, or real estate rights. And the final 20? That's your opportunity capital, money you invest in yourself through courses, side hustles, or automated savings. The key is adjusting this budget every 3 to 6 months to stay ahead of price hikes. Thanks for watching the next 500 Day. Inflation isn't going away, but that doesn't mean your wealth has to suffer. With the right financial habits, tools, and mindset, you can turn rising prices into rising opportunities. Want to earn $10,000 a month without showing your face? Click the link and start your faceless YouTube journey today. If this video helped you understand how to stay ahead financially, hit that like button and subscribe. And share it with a friend who feels like their money just isn't going as far these days. More powerful self-finance strategies, investing insights, and freedom-focused content are on the way. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and don't let inflation win. Make your money fight back.